Alright, so this is the first motorcycle I built in Scrap Mechanic. Well, not technically the first, but the first, like, good one. So, okay. You have a V2 engine, and which, you know, is cool. It's hooked up to the Gear 4. You kind of just have to put gas from your inventory into it. You have no gas tank, which kind of sucks, but it's not a huge deal. That's what this chest is for. You have a tiny unit facer with a gun, which is not super accurate because the unit facer is off to the side while the gun is in the middle. I'll probably fix that later. Which this is the ammo, obviously, and then you have more chest for spare parts in case you get attacked. You know, you got a seat, some tires, and whatnot. Radio to keep you company. Nice little seats. Let's straighten her out. A little light. We have a universal drill gear thing because the robots will stay away from these, and also saw blades because they're smart. So it's nice to have these to have your vehicle avoid braking. I have this little ugly bar here. I think it looks kind of okay, but it also protects your tire, and it does work. I had a tote bot come over here and hit this bar, and you know, it could have been my tire. What I did was I have this small little block that connects pretty much everything. This is hooked up to a bearing, the seat, which is also connected to everything else. All this stuff, it's just one little bearing, which is why it looks, you know, abused. And then this is connected, this part is connected there, that block, going down here to this. No suspension, none needed. This bearing is connected to the V2. You have panels on this side, which you have a bearing as well, so you can adjust your angle of attack on your little thing. So depending on how you want to ride. I'll do a 15 because it looks nice. The panels help you do this little panel and pipe thing, so you can turn. And it kind of leans a little bit. You have some angled sensors with the gyro, which is super low, and then this is at least 50. Take my ring off, it's really annoying. So it is super fun to ride this thing around. It is a little jank, but that's just Scrap Mechanic physics for you. First person's really nice, you know, just go around your world and ride as free as you want. Super good. Super nice. Killed some bots earlier. But I don't stop there. A little drift, awesome. You definitely have to practice driving this around, getting good at it, as you would any motorcycle. And the off-road tires are just the best. I had some regular tires on this thing, the 5 tires, but they're regular. And it was working, but it wasn't too great. As soon as I put these bad boys on, it was amazing. And then obviously you'd just put some fuel in there, but this one's different. This one's kind of quote unquote a version 2. Not really. I did a lot of different I messed with it a lot, pretty much, with different versions, different configurations, how the bearings are and whatnot, or no bearings at all. And it just wasn't really working. I tried making a sport bike type, but it just looked ugly and didn't really work, especially in a, you know, adventure-y world. Yes, there are roads, but they suck. So went to adventure bike type of thing. Lots of storage. Has a gas tank, which is super lovely. But what's special about this is it has 2 gyros. I simply just got rid of the wood, added 2 gyros, and you have the angle sensor, and you have a input for WASD. The seat is also fully maxed out, so you can change the rotation and speed of the bearing which is super nice. You also have, you know, obviously the armored front. I was gonna say forward, which looks really cool to me, and you know, gives you a little bit of protection when you're riding around and a tape bot tries to shoot you. Oh god, these cows are loud. Alright, let's just back away from the cows. So something you could know or notice about this bike is how much it's leaning. So if I lean this way, it leans with the gyro, which this one does the same thing. However, that's just the wheel only. So doesn't really lean too much. That's really just the wheel and the weight distribution. This one actually has the gyro working with you. So it has the gyro working against you and with you at the same time, which gives you nice and smooth, controlled riding, which is absolutely awesome. This is great for a little off-roading, you know, if you want to escape your base. Just go on a little adventure for a little bit. That was absolutely sick. You have plenty of gas, you have plenty of storage. You could put blocks in and just build a tent if you want to. If you're like if you feel like camping and scrap mechanic for whatever reason. It's lovely to drive around first person, you know, follow camera and whatnot. See some cows. It's just all around a good build. Ooh, let's stop it. Save a cow. Alright, boom. Saved a cow. So let's do a little Yui. There we go. See you later. The bike weight mod also kind of just makes this entire thing possible. I mean, you could probably only use the gyro, but it's a whole lot easier if you have the bike weight mod. Fant mod is just a go-to mod pack or custom game mode you can do. It makes the game, I wouldn't say easier, but it does get rid of the annoying aspects of it. So it's not like as grindy. I mean, there's extra stuff obviously in the crafting bot that you can work really hard for. But Fant mod also makes, you know, building a motorcycle possible, which is super nice. Let's see if I can park these bad boys together, you know, and get a nice picture if I even do a screenshot or whatever. There we go. There it sounds. There we go. That looks okay. Alright, well, that's me showing that off, I guess. Wonk. Where's my mouse? Oh.